I know, sorry. So Sophie was saying the kidder had to cancel.
Because of the weather, yeah, and she's not feeling. But yeah, there's some water in the back as well.
Oh no, I have water.
Actually,
I just want something to tie me
might
over.
be some.
Oh, there are some snacks.
Oh no, you're fine.
This is fine. I just don't want to like.
Guys, there are snacks here if you want chips or nuts.
Okay. No, this is fine. These are good.
Sure.
Yeah. They're good. My fault. I was like, I woke up late and then I was refreshing.
Oh, no worries.
Just wanted to leave the space.
So, the throat chakra, in the workbook, I call it like our broadcaster. It's all about communication, self-expression, but not just through our voice. So not just speaking, but also listening. So it's not just processing our own energy, but the energy we receive. So if you think about a radio, right? Like we kind of function as a radio, so this area kind of function as that. So it kind of broadcasts energy, so your own soul's unique energy is processed through this sphere. So this would be kind of the sky in the landscape. And in the sky we have cosmic energies, other people's energies also come up, right? So there's different radio stations. So if I'm a station, so breathe, and everyone's a different radio station frequency. Sometimes some frequencies are kind of strong. So think of a manager, a bad manager, a strict manager that you had, and their frequency doesn't align with your frequency, but you still kind of have to listen and process their energy. Their expressions and your expressions don't align. How do they suppress your voice? How does someone in your family, friend circle, society, government, how do they suppress our voices? So think about that. And how do you express? Do you then tap into your power center and say, my power is my power, I'm not going to be suppressed by anyone? So then the chakras kind of help each other. Someone with imbalanced throat chakra would have like thyroid issues, voice issues. JFK Jr. carries ancestral trauma. So that's why his voice is a bit like that too. And then some of us have thyroid issues carried from past generations. So stuff like that carries over. Those are big karmic clearings that need to take place. Like women in like especially Indian culture have been suppressed for so many centuries.
Hi there. Do you have...
Sorry, I'm trying to record on this. So think about that. Your authentic self. Like, how do you filter your real self with the people in your life? Or are you unfiltered? Or do you have a balance? So think about that as you kind of rate your chakra. And feel free to speak out loud what you think. the mantra, so every chakra has a bij mantra. Bij is basically seed mantra. So that mantra is a word of vibration. Naturally, so energy, sound, light kind of create everything in creation. So we are also vibrational frequency beings just because we're made of energy, right? So hum, when our throat center is aligned, that's the balanced, aligned sound. So in meditation, when we do clear it, we would focus on our throat center, and in the workbook I mentioned like a blue lotus floating above the throat chakra. So basically the blue that's kind of on the chart, but any shade of blue is fine. It's not that it's just this specific blue, okay? So blue lotus, nice clear sky blue, you want to go with that, with golden light around it. And the bij mantra is hum. So if you were to hum, right? How long you can go for, how easily you can hum it. No, like, pun intended with the hum and the humming. But if you struggle to hold it for too long, that kind of will tell you you kind of have blockages here. But it feels nice. And the point, the yogis and the sages and any enlightened master who came up with this science, right? This is a specific type of spiritual science, the bij mantras. So as with instruments, right? An instrument sounds really bad if it's out of tune. Same thing, there's like 7 colors in the rainbow, there's 7 sa-re-ga-ma-pa. We're all Indian, we kind of understand, so I don't need to. Right, so you want to be a nice sounding instrument from root to crown, right? So going off of that, root chakra is Lam, L-A-M. Sacral chakra is Vam, V-A-M. Solar plexus chakra is Ram. Then heart center is Yam. So think yummy, yum. So you want to feel pleasant, right? So it's nice how the heart center is yum. And then you guys can also do what I'm doing. So take your hands, kind of start, so let's rub them together. And you'll kind of feel vibrations in your hands, or energy. Do you guys kind of feel that? Once you do let go, now place them towards facing your heart, your palms, yes. Breathe out with your mouth. Now open your eyes. We slowly want to take energy and expand. All the way, so our arms are stretched. Then breathe out again. Sorry, yes, please take your space. Let's do it twice more. Again, there's a reason we're coming here. I think collectively this is what we need to clear right now. We'll go back and see if any other major, but collectively let's work on this center. Again, yum. breathe the old stagnant energy out. One more time. Breathe in. 2, 3. We'll release for 6. Yum. Rest your palms on your knees. Sometimes we might feel lightheaded after doing that. Do you guys feel a little bit more present? Let's do throat chakra now. The beads mantra for throat chakra is hum. For this one, let's place, so cross your hands and place it not so between, like around your collarbone area. My right hand is on the bottom and left is crossing over. So kind of like 2 rings. And if your back, if your spine is not straight, kind of get comfortable. Push your butt into your yoga mat. Get comfy. Breathe out. Stagnant energy from your mouth. One more breath out. That's perfect. Kind of shake your shoulders. Shake that stress out that you've been carrying from the last year. Wait, let's just do a shake. Shake your arms out. Okay. Push your shoulders down. Stretch your neck. As we envision that blue lotus again with golden light, taking our attention to the middle of our forehead. This is our third eye area. This is where we get visions. This is where we tune in. Okay, now take your hands back. It's kind of just out with the old. So do the 3 breaths out. So I'm guiding you through the energy work I do on myself and some clients. Whenever we in the 3s, it's clearing the space. So why 3? It's just how the spirit world kind of works. It's that 3, 6, 9 are divine living. They're considered living numbers. If you know about Tesla, he followed the 3, 6, 9 rule, and I think they were considered the living numbers. So anything based off of that, like 9 months for birth, childbirth, and so on and so forth. The Fibonacci, you guys can Google this later. Anyways, so 3 breaths out. Reset. Now we take our hands and do the collarbone placement. So that's funny. So hum is actually a mantra. Some of you might know this, and it's funny how it just came out with the English word and the hum. Beach mantra.
Fine. I just realized I couldn't see you. I was sitting right behind, so I'm like, oh, is it at the same level?
No, no, you're good. So let's chant Soham. Soham is I am that I am. I am that divine source at the highest frequency level. Highest frequency level where there is no form, so beyond that, I am connected to that. So that Soham is the bridge between our heart center and our whole being, our soul. Let's chant Soham. Soham. Breathe in on the so. So. And the hum will release. Bring your hands together in gratitude. So at this point, our connection with spirit, our spirit guides, and their presence is active with intention. It's not like spirit leaves the room when we don't do these things. It's just we as humans are given free will, so we do have to say yes to them coming in and working on our field. So right now I'm combing through my crown chakra. You guys don't have to do this, but collectively please grant permission for your own guides and spirit that's coming in to help us to work through your energy body. Starting with the crown chakra, that's where your soul sits, seat of the soul. So Om is the Bij mantra for that. Third eye is also Om. So now we're working on the higher chakras. We're cleaning the Alta major chakra I told you guys about, the base of your skull where the neck connects. And at this point, if you guys want to lie down, you can. Change your posture, position, you can. And everyone, oh, that's perfect. I love it. That's a great idea. See, spirit is working through you guys. This is confirmation. This is perfect. Yeah, the heads this way is perfect. Awesome. If you want to, no pressure. Yeah. No worries. Take your time. So, stretch. Yes, perfect. Again, push your lower back in the ground. So, tucking your belly button in. Make your tailbone comfortable against the spine. Natural little curve is okay. No one should be hurting their back. Spirit guides not just human form, past pets, ascended masters, angels. Be open with your own will to envision your spirit guides of the highest benevolent light and love for you. Anything else is not welcome in our field. Only the highest frequency, highest form of love, peace, compassion, connected energy, connected to source energy can surround us. Gentle breathing, relaxed from head to toe. White beams of divine light, source light, Reiki flowing through. A pillar of white light, shimmers of gold through our crown chakra, going past through our spine, our masculine, divine, feminine, divine masculine, divine feminine energies coming into balance. Trickling, if you were to imagine glitter, golden, silver glitter, trickling down on you. Clearing away any dense fog. From your Merkaba field, your own internal flower of life starting to bloom. Golden, white, all the hues, whichever hues come up for you, focus on that color, hue, or mixes of colors, or if nothing at all, just white. Feeling grounded and anchored in your feet. Checking in on your toes, kind of stretching, wiggling your toes. Appreciating our toes and feet for literally carrying us everywhere. The chakra points in our feet, getting a cleanse, as with the chakra points in our hands. Breath out through your mouth. We covered the chakras from root to throat, what they encompass as a human being. The third eye and the crown chakra, those take us inwards. Those take us inwards for the internal dialogue that we have and we take for granted. Our intuition, that inner voice, that subtle voice that comes through our gut feeling, and sometimes we follow it, sometimes we do not. Now that inner voice is asking for patience, it's asking to pause before using your throat chakra using your voice before using your power. That practice of pause in your new year, to the old patterns, to the old conversations, to the old thoughts, hitting a pause, stopping that movie or that reel from playing. Just like on social media, we have many thoughts, so consider those as reels, right? Stop replaying those and only look at the ones that matter. So don't just be following any source. Don't just be following any certain thought or thought process or thought pattern. Calculate how much the percentage it takes away from your life force. This is not to judge your thoughts or to not let them flow freely, but to really consider the old thoughts from the past cyclic cycle. The year of the snake, shedding of the skin. After this month, mid-Feb, it's the year of the fire horse. So you want to kind of burn away that old fog, that old dense gunk, trash. We want to take out the trash. We cannot waste our life force on that anymore. Out from our field. How does it get out from our energetic field? It gets out through thoughts. Our thoughts need to shift. Our mentality needs to shift. Our mental layer of being needs to be cleansed. Otherwise, it's going to magnify to it more of the same. Close your fists. Put your arms to your side. Close your fists. Imagine all the dark thoughts, stressful thoughts, lower frequency thoughts that don't give you joy coming down your arms, flowing out of your heart center. Heart center is connected to both arms. Clean, clear water. Imagine a waterfall coming through your crown chakra, washing, pouring down your arms, your whole system, and then open your fists as that old energy is released. Breathe out. Another vision for this can be you underneath that nice, powerful waterfall. Hold that vision for a little bit. The water is not too cold, not hot, just the perfect temperature. Imagine the sound of a nice rain shower or waterfall. So now everyone is their own portal of light. Imagine you in an eggshell, surrounded by white golden light with hints of light blue, yellow, purple, lilac, pink. Some of you orange. kind of just do clearing on you guys a little bit. So just relax deeply and be in your own Zen bubble. welcoming in more power, fuel for your new year. And the purple, your crown chakra, welcoming in more spiritual experiences, strength. Better ear to listen to your spirit, to your soul, to your guides. There's a bit of a brown stagnant energy in everyone's feet. So imagine that, putting your feet in clear water and clearing that off. If you were to stand in that stream, that painting landscape we painted, if you were to stand in that clear stream, that brownish energy, that old dirt from your past cycle, previous years, kind of just washes off. Your feet become squeaky clean. If you were to imagine them glittering, shining like glass, anchoring in more life force in your root chakra and your roots. Your connection to Mother Earth must be strong for you to be a human being that is balanced. And we are not alone. Spirit, our team, we have a team that works with us. They don't interfere, but they want us to remember our connection with them. So once we remember our connection with our guides, we can remember and start to feel a stronger connection with Source. That's the ultimate goal, to be on your highest timeline. How? By connecting with Source. But because we've kind of all fallen off from that alignment with Source, that higher frequency, that's why we have spirit guides. It's not that the guides want anything from us. Some of them have walked the human journey. They've lived through the most terrible of lifetimes, but they chose to stick around and help us on our journey to our true home, to Source. And our sacral chakra, the creator within us, the creative energy, that is our purpose. Whatever your personality is, to no longer hide it. So the throat center work, right? Speaking your truth, not yelling our truth, holding our truth, expressing it in ways that naturally flow from us. So the affirmation for solar plexus chakra, something along the lines we can say, I control my life force willingly. You can say this in your mind. I control my life force willingly. Place your right hand on your solar plexus chakra, and the left can go on your heart. So your right hand on your solar plexus and left on your heart. I control my life force willingly. Diaphragm, easy breathing. That yummy breathing that fills us up. Shifting our right hand to our sacral chakra. I feel my emotions freely. I feel my emotions freely. You can sing this in your head. I feel my emotions freely. The life-giving waters within me flow freely throughout my entire system. The different fluids in my physical body, my lymphatic system functions in a balanced way. No stagnancy. Moving on to our root chakra. So right below the intestinal area. You don't have to place your hand, but just take your focus there, wherever you are comfortable with. I am grounded and connected with Mother Earth securely and safely. I am grounded and rooted in Mother Earth safely and securely. That fresh soil smell. Springtime, our feet on the cool grass. Refreshing our energy, connecting our feet, chakra points with Mother Earth, that fresh energy, that nourishment. We have an energetic system that connects with Mother Earth, just like the trees have their mycelium network underneath the ground. So do we have that network. That's why we ground. And that's why we want a strong, stable, balanced root chakra. This is where air also comes into play. So going back to our heart center now, from the root chakra to our heart center, that fresh air, that breath anchors our soul, spirit, our light into our physical being, so we can do our best as this human avatar, holding ourselves, hugging ourselves, looking at the inner child. How proud that inner child is of who we are now, today. And how we can keep growing, how we can keep looking our fears in the face, how we can overcome our fears. Our fears are our teachers, fears are our helpers, they are our guides. Heart center teaches us to never have judgment around our fears or anyone outside of us. Our higher heart reminds us that our shadows are needed to help us awaken to our light. No shadows, no human experience, therefore there's no purpose to being human. So our shadows, our fears have a purpose, but we need to keep processing that circular motion of, so the flower of life, the energy keeps need to circulating. Yin yang, meeting in the middle, circulation, learning, growing, leveling up. Heart center, not holding anyone to any expectations, especially ourselves. No expectations, only experiences, good, bad, peaceful, not so peaceful. Strengthening our heart center, the buffer zone, making our light so strong. So when we enter rooms where there is stress, instead of giving in to that stress bubble, we say, my light is stronger than this stress bubble, so I will sit in my position and expand the light. My light, source light. We don't always have to give into the fears or energies of others. You don't have to keep battling. And if you feel like you can't do that on your own, which we are not meant to do, you call on angels. You can call on Archangel Gabriel. You can call on any religious ascended master, deity that you feel called to. Dear spirit guide, dear so-and-so, please come into my field, help me bring peace, harmony to this situation. That's how our heart centers expand. Affirmation for this can be, I am love. I expand as love. I am connected to an abundant source of love. I am love. Peaceful, balanced, harmonious frequency of love emanates from my heart, pours out through all my other chakras, and my Merkaba field, that space bubble, my space bubble, my spiritual field lightens up with the golden hue. Throat center, affirmation. I voice my true self authentically, courageously. I express myself courageously, true to my authentic frequency. Clearing that back point in our neck, that heaviness. If your neck is not relaxed, Your jaw is not relaxed now. Relax your jaw, your neck, and your shoulders. Moving on to our third eye. Focus between the eyebrows. That heart center energy, that peace with purpose, with clear perception is what comes into play in our third eye. That clear perception, unfiltered perception, unfiltered by our old energies, our old thoughts, the trauma, the trigger responses we may have planted in this area of our energy field. We want to take those old plants, those old seeds out, the old thoughts out. This spiritual lens, clearing it, wiping it. Clear seeing, clear knowing allows for clear faith, which takes us into our crown chakra, the seat of our soul, seat of our light, that divine version of us that determines how long we stay human, and it works with divine forces. It's connected to source, creator, and our guides want us to open or visualize a lotus opening up and blooming, to welcome in more of that gold shimmery light codes. Light codes are blessings. You may see some energy coming in now, or just sensations. And if nothing at all, that is perfectly fine. It will still be stored here in your spiritual antenna. Divine grace, protection, now that all the lotuses are blooming from root to crown, as you sit in this beautiful landscape, take a few minutes here before we close the meditation in silence. I will bring the sound bowl. Just a few minutes of peace and quiet. Bowing to Mother Kuan Yin, Ascended Master in our field. Thank you, Mother. Please journal if anything came to mind there. In the session I did get, I had to pull cards for you. So I just follow what comes through intuitively. So I pulled cards for you guys as well. But let me, towards the end, ending is like always like the best. That's why when I said Mother Kuan Yin, I'm like, oh, okay. She's like literally Google Mother Kuan Yin after. But she's one of my main spirit guides, and this is her color, like higher heart. For me, I consider, right? I wasn't expecting like, so the presence of spirit guides that comes in. So you see it through vision. So she was literally going around everyone. Like I just see it in my mind's eye. I can't rush them. So if you were to imagine having a vision and you're like, oh, I'm controlling this. Now she's here. Now she's, you can't do that. So they take their time, and she was going like, if you imagine this, right? She had some, like, she's known to carry a water thing, now that I'm thinking about it. It's like in different areas for you guys. She began like back there, Jasmine, then breathe, and Luna. I know, because I liked your name. I was like Moon. For Jasmine, it's like both sides of your masculine, feminine, kinda just overall clearing for you. And sorry, it's just a lot of energy right now that I feel like I'm in a bubble. And anything else for Jasmine? I'm not gonna show everyone people's cards, but this is Jasmine's card. This is sweet. So Jasmine, you can take this like after. But I'm just gonna quickly go over it. So for you is overall, I would say this would apply to your crown chakra and being light about everything, and you've been trusting the process. But like you said, your root chakra is wobbly, so that's why like your overall field kinda needs to like, in your new home, in your new earth ground space where you're planted now, all your energies kind of have to come together. So that's why it's like an overall bigger clearing for you, anchoring and more like for your whole system. Everyone was like, I was feeling a lot of pressure for everyone. Everyone was like, you guys need to work with your spirit guides. And for you, it was fluorescent green and blue colors that were coming in. But before that, Jasmine, when I was going around with the cleansing tool, again, the heavier side would be the masculine. Oh, sorry, the feminine side, because I was facing you this way, so it was the feminine side. Feminine side. Yours was masculine side, and a lot of feet, root chakras related stuff. And fluorescent green. Okay, that stuck out. It was stuck out. And so breathe for you. Even when I was doing the feather thing, the infinity symbol was coming up. And it only sometimes happens. In my past session, it happened with one person. Those people, those folks who are kind of doing the spiritual work already or holding these type of things. Like I do stand, like I don't plan to, but I do have to do this to some folks. Not to say that rest of us are not blessed. It's just that in your field, it's that vibration of that higher ascended master or guide is there. So like my higher self makes sure that I do that too. So you are definitely divinely, there's a power guiding you, and you are truly connected to it. Knowing that you kind of are dedicating to your mission work and not stuck like some of us are still in the corporate. So that kind of makes sense, you know. But infinity symbol for you, and then like this area is a bit of a work area, focus area for you. But and then again with Mother Kuan Yin, like the infinity symbol again, and she was kind of like her blessings or clearing were kind of also on both of your sides, but when I was doing it, it was more of your feet infinity sign, like over like this way. Her focus was just like more life force. So consider this applies to everyone. If you want to meditate, use the infinity symbol, masculine, feminine, in balance, in alignment on any of your chakras. And then for Luna, you were getting pinks and reds, and it was like mostly up here. When Mother, like towards the end. When I was around you, what was it? It wasn't like you. It's not like there's anything major that's blocking you, but I think if you do ground your spirituality, channelize it more, that would be nice. And I could tell because even in the beginning, like the way you were speaking about the chakras, you do sound like you're spiritually like you have that knowledge, you have that wisdom, but for you it's like the anchoring in and expanding. Pink can also represent expansion.
Heart chakra colors. Pink is a heart chakra color.
Green is heart, but pink, I would say higher heart.
Correct.
Yeah.
Higher heart is good.
Yeah. Light blue was coming in for everyone, but that's like a divine masculine heart, loving color. Yeah. Just the rundown. You guys want to share your cards? Or does it make sense?
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Made
now I'm
sense as soon as I
curious.
saw it.
Now I'm curious.
Are you supposed to show this?
Self-care, which is all these.
What is it?
Self-care
Self-care.
makes sense because I've been like moving and settling. I've been like in and out, and so I've
Like physically, like physical
yeah, like from my
spaces.
parents. Yeah. I've been
She literally shifted where she's living, so
yeah, and then